All right, we are live. There we go. They're not gonna be seeing our faces. Oh wait, let's allow them to see our faces here. There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah. See.
And Monsi's face is not showing, of course. Right. Okay. Cool.
Oh, I like your new
Okay.
mic.
I chose this angle. This. I mean, I can change it a bit. I'm a bit centered there. Right. It's great. And then my mic bracket maybe lowered a bit. Right. Okay.
Okay, looking good.
Let's wait to see comments. Oh, there's one here from. Oh, it's just us. Okay. All right. Let's look at Discord. Bring everyone in. We're starting now. There's a lot of message in Discord. Okay. All right. Let's look at our YouTube. Everyone's hopping in. There we go. Right. Cool. Hello. Hello, Riley. Hello. I don't know how to pronounce that name, so I'll do M. We have Gani. We have Mariel. We have Doctor Stranger. And then we have Mariel again. Right. Right. So Mariel is watching while in class. You're a great student, Mariel. Right. Right. We have John Paul, of course. We have Justin Ryan. Let's go. And we have Jason. We have we have a lot of people here now. Let me check. We have 12 viewer counts. So I'm guessing we shall commence so that we can let's not waste everyone's time. We welcome everyone to the Limitless Guild AMA for April 25th. I believe, Lucas, how many times did we do AMA before? This is our fifth?
Yeah, it's
Fourth?
becoming our fourth or fifth, but we always record every session.
Right.
Only the first few times we do a Discord, and then we discover this is so powerful that we can use it. Yeah, and then we can relearn from all
Right.
the processes. Mm.
Right, cool. So we're pretty new to this, guys. If you guys don't know, right? If it's not already obvious, it's just us testing different things. It's how Limitless is. We test a process. If it works, it works. If it does not, we improve. Right. So we're continuously improving in our AMA sessions. If you guys know or has any recommendations or any inputs on how we can improve, then do let us know in Discord. Open a ticket or DM me or Lucas. Right. So we preferably would want a ticket instead rather than
Mm.
DMs. Okay, right. So welcome again to our AMA for April 25th. We have here Lucas, the co-founder of the guild. We have here Monsi, the
What's up,
very
boys?
yeah. Let's go, Monsi.
Go!
Yeah, let's go. This is our fourth or fifth AMA, and Monsi is very energetic. He will share a bit on the later stage or later part of the stream. And then, of course, Lucas will also share some information, some valuable information regarding the two topics that we'll be talking about today. Right. So let's get on to it. You guys prepare your questions while we go through the slides, while we go through the AMA. This will be pretty quick. This will be two topics, and it will be pretty quick so that you guys can get your questions out there. And then again, at every AMA, we will select the best questions that you have prepared, and we will reward you either through Matic or SLP. We will announce that. We will contact you in Discord. Make sure you are available in Discord after the stream if you have won, if you were selected at the end of the stream. Right. So let's not make this into an hour and 30 minutes long like before. Right. We don't want that to happen. We want Meryl to focus on her classes because
Yeah.
she's watching right now while in class. Right, pretty good. Right, great job, Meryl.
Before we
Right.
begin, Hermie, we need to
Oh,
decide
okay.
what surprise are we going to give away. Uh, what's on your mind? We have not decided that yet. Yeah, what's on your
Oh,
mind?
right. How about a 10 USD to the top or to the best question, and then seven, and then five? So how about three, or are we talking about two questions?
Okay, let's do that. We will
Let's
do
do
it.
two, let's do let's do three questions, and then Monsi will select his best, you will select your best, and then I'll select my best.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
So
Sounds
each of us will select.
ten
Yeah,
seven
let's do
five.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
1075. Yeah.
Right.
Wow, that's a lot
10
of
7
questions.
5.
Come on, get your questions
Yeah,
ready, okay? Yeah, get your questions
right.
ready.
Make sure you ask Lucas his address or
Yeah.
his credit card details. You guys can do that, and I will answer that in stream, transparent, full transparency. I'm just kidding. Okay, how about we start? Okay, so let's get to the topic of our AMA here. Let's put our faces to the side. I'm not sure why Monsi's camera is not on. Can you share about that a bit, Monsi? Why it's not on?
Yeah.
I don't really know, guys. But it's working on Discord, but here I don't
Oh, you
know.
see, we want to see your
Ah,
handsome face.
right. Next AMA will try to get Monsi a
Yeah,
better camera.
next AMA
Right.
you join us again until we see your face.
Yeah. If by next time you
Today,
still have
today you
no
share part
face.
one. Next session you share part two.
Yeah. And then that will be only solely Monsi, right? Okay, so
Yeah, yeah.
let's go ahead. Everybody's excited. They're trying to understand the topics today. I
Right.
believe we have some whitelist here on our stream.
There's a
Uh,
lot of white lists here.
Oh, there's a lot of whitelists here. Yeah, so they have a chance to win as well. And we have a lot of giveaways coming into Discord. And then also for the whitelist people, within this week, we will be onboarding some of you. But this time we have a different approach to that. We'll be announcing who will be onboarded next along with who is onboarded next week. So we will give you enough time, more than enough time, right? It's around 7 days or more than 5 days for you to be ready for onboarding so that we don't shock you when you are chosen. We have learned through that process. So thank you for your feedback. We have heard from you and we're trying to improve on that. So yeah, let's give a clap to our whitelist people. They're here, they're listening.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you.
So this will be very exciting. I think this will give them more excitement to get in and be onboarded because some has already been waiting for a month or two. Some is 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Some are new, right? So they haven't known LG for a bit. But then through this AMA, I think they will know more about us, right? So let's get to it, right? So let's go to the first page, which is the Project Unlimited updates. If you guys didn't know, for the whitelist people out there, Project Unlimited, from its name alone, is LLG's project towards an unlimited scaling scholarship. What does that mean? It means that we want to provide a scholarship that is beyond 10,000 and is able to scale further on, right? So it's not just us. If you have seen the poster, yeah, we're doing 10,000 scholars, but then we're not stopping there. That's why it's called Project Unlimited. 10,000 scholars is just a milestone we can do, or if everything goes into success, then we can further scale over 10,000. That's why we call it Project Unlimited, right? So Project Unlimited updates. First, we have our SOP and AXS balance. Previously, up in the previous 2 weeks, we've been accumulating more SOP added. Total of 6 million more added to our SLP fund or our SLP stock, just to give us that leverage when we go through breeding for V3, because we'll be having some V3 breeding pools prepared. They're not much V2 viable, so we cannot open new scholar accounts for that, sadly, for the whitelist, right? But then that will give us a solidified foundation when we are transitioning over to version 3 or Axie Origin. So we're putting more SOP towards that, and then some SOP allocation to just keep onboarding until a certain scholar count, right? Before V3. Right. So we have 46,412,000 SOP. We have 3,000 AXS. This can support up to 6,000 Axies, 6,000 eggs. That will be enough to support more than 2,000 plus scholars if we decide to breed a team and we have enough parent pools, right? So there's that bottleneck, of course. Of course, we need to have enough parents in order to make use of this AXS and SLP. We can bird this within a day, no problem. We just have to run the program. So yeah, this should be enough for us to start at 2,000. So what we're saying is we're basically secured up to 2,000 scholars, right? So that's a pretty big number, and that's a pretty big SLP and AXS amount. So we are keeping this to make sure that we are well funded for our scaling, right? So this is pretty exciting for some of the new guys in the whitelist who haven't checked the Project U updates channel in our Discord. I think this will be your first time looking through the numbers. Previously on the previous AMA, this was around 36 million. Yeah, around 36 or 38. And now we have added 6 or 8 more 8 mil more SLP just to account for the V3 breeding. Right. So that's for our SLP and AXS stock. Next, we have our total axis. From last week, if you guys are following our Project U updates, this was around 21,000. Yeah, 21,000 axes. We have been buying every day. Me, Lucas, the investor's kid, and even the investor's wife, right? So we are dedicated to actually make this grow every day, buying axes, clicking 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 times just to make sure that our scholars is secured the moment with transition, or we have enough axes for everyone, for us to support 2,000 scholars or 3,000 scholars, even to 60 energy or 60 stamina if V3 comes, right? So we have 25,000 axes, mostly floor, so that is able to support 3,500 scholars to 40 energy in V2 in the current season, 1,476 scholars for 60 energy in V2. And then for V3, this is why we're buying even more, because the new stamina rework would require us to have more axes rather than the normal 3 axis 20 energy. It will be 6 axis in order to get 20 stamina. So there'll be 3 additional axes, right? So we can support 2,500 scars to 40 stamina. That's with V3. And 1,470 scholars to 60 stamina. Right. So Axie Infinity has made it so it scales according to the 60 energy also from V2. So it's now much more linear rather than having 3 axes, 20 energy automatic. It's now 3 axes would mean 10 energy. And then 6 axes would mean 20 energy. That's the rework for V3. And we are adding more axes, more floor axes every day, buying just to make sure we are in a better spotlight the moment we transition to V3. So we are preparing to scale. Now, what you see on the numbers on the screen, this part here is the first wallet, which we keep, where we keep the pure axis. Second is where we keep the floor axis. Third is where we keep the eggs, the breeding, the meta axis that we are trying to develop. Right. So that's first, second, and third wallet. And also here's mine and Lucas's wallet. Lucas has already bought 658. No, Lucas has bought 638, and then I have bought around 658 axes. So Lucas still has 10 ETH to burn to buy axes. How many axes would that account to, Lucas, with the current floor price? 10 ETH.
Wow. Now floor XC is cost only about
0.0.
0.005. So every day we are like clicking, and the running chain is so slow. It's
And 10 ETH would mean how many axes, Lucas? How much more that you need to click?
I think is 2,000 plus.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
2,000
Yeah, so
plus.
Lucas will have to buy 2,000 more actually to
Yeah.
burn that ETH. And then the investor is sending us every week 5, 10 ETH to burn, just to keep the axie of the floor axie count rising. So 25,000, if you think that's already big, the next milestone would be 35,000. Next would be 45,000. Next would be 60,000. Next will be 80. And then next will be 100,000 and above, in order for us to support up to 10,000 scholars of 40 or 60 stamina for V3. So we're trying to do that. It's not a simple task for us to click every day, especially with Philippines internet, which is very, very bad, right? It's not that great. It makes me frustrated sometimes, 5 out of 6 transactions gets dropped, right? So Ronin is very slow. Axie is doing some upgrades. We understand, right? So, but still, we're still keeping on clicking, just to make sure we have that floor axis count to support our scholars. Right. So that's our total axis. Everybody's excited, but most of these are floor. So if the whitelists are watching, oh, you have 25,000 axes. No, it's not playable. Right. The third wallet you see here, the 376, that's the playable ones. They're hatching on, you see there the date, April 29th. So that's around Thursday. Right. So be excited on that. We'll be onboarding some scholars on 29th. Right. Now, for the LLG Mobius Cup. This is one of the big things. We have been working through this. We have re-engaged our co-founder Ryan. We have re-engaged our top, the highest ranking scholar we have, which is Wom, in order to make this happen, in order to build the structure for this cup, for this tournament, and in order to make sure that everything is set up and everything is good to go. LLG Mobius Cup would be one of our biggest extension in Project Unlimited, and this will provide a lot, big rewards towards our scholars and our community. Right. Just to not further talk, right? Let's just go through it. Right. So boom, this is the phase one. This is the internal tournament that we'll be holding for our scholars for LG Mobius. We will host this for the first two brackets there or category. We'll host this bi-weekly for the frequency, so that's every 2 weeks. And then the moment we hit around 320 scholar count or participants, that's around 3 to 4 weeks because we need more time, more people, more time, right? But then the price pool, guys, if you look at that, we have 5.70 AXS as a start. It will go up and rise in value to 8.69 AXS for 32 finalists. And then it will rise to 13.47 AXS for 64 finalists. Right. So what that means for the participants and finalists, for participants, they will be fighting for qualifiers in order to uh, make make their way towards the finalists, which is the final 16. And then for 160 participants, they will make their way to the final 32. For 320 participants or 320 scholars, if they qualify, they will make their way over to 64 finalists. Right. Now, let's talk about the rankings or the rewards. Right. Oh, no. Let's do the day one, day 3 to 4, and day 4 to 5 first, because we introduce a different element into our LG Mobius Cup. It's not your usual tournament. It's not your I play, I win. That's it, right? There's a certain twist at day 4 to 5, which we call bit the limitless. So that mechanics will be explained a bit further down. But let's go through the next slide, which is the phase one and phase two. What we have mentioned so far, this one is only phase one. See, this is only phase one. There's a phase two that we will reveal at the later stage, which is the very last slide, which I think everyone will be excited about. The price pool there is maybe 2 to 3 or 4x than the phase one. Right. So phase one qualifier access reward. So this will be rewarded to those people who were qualifying, meaning in the lower bracket. So most tournaments doesn't reward their qualifiers, but then for LLG, we want to reward those who actually fought for in order to get to the finalists, in order to get to participate in the finals, right? So we still want to reward them 0.3 AXS for 80 scholar count, 0.325 for the first, and then we have a second placement for 160 scholar count, and then 0.36 and then 0.28 and then 0.16 for 320 scholar count. That's just for qualifiers. So that's extra bonus. If you get that, then we'll provide that to you. Even if you win the finals, then it just stacks. It just adds, right? So qualifiers, you have rewards for that. So if you find your tempo to be can only do the top in the qualifiers, so you are still rewarded, right? Next, how about the finals, right? The top AXS rewards for 80 scholar count. Top one placement is 1.35 AXS. Top two is 0.810. Top three is 0.540. For 160 scholar count, that's almost double. That's around 2 AXS. That's like how much peso is that? 60 6,000, 7,000 peso, and we do that every 2 weeks. Imagine winning that, right? So I think I'll be joining the tournament as well. Maybe Lucas will, or even Monsi, right? We'll all join the tournament to try and win this, right? So the second placement is point nine, third 6.7, fourth it's 0.45, and then fifth, even we even reward fourth and fifth for 160 Scar account. So you guys have the all the chances you can have, right? And then, of course, a 320 scholar count, which we will do every 3 to 4 weeks because it's a much, much bigger. Of course, it's going to be triple the reward or double, right? That would be close to 3 AXS. Second is 1.5 AXS, 1.4. Third is 1 AXS. Fourth, we have 5 and 6, and then seventh, the same amount, which is 0.36, which is still very, very big if you think about a fifth, sixth, and seventh place. So we are rewarding a lot of scholars, a lot of participants along the way. So this will be a very, very exciting tournament. I'm pretty sure the comments is already there, right? They're getting hype. Yeah, so it's top one placement, 2.95 AXS. That's a lot. That can already buy a new phone if someone wins that, right? Yeah. So if you're a hardworking scholar, if you're competitive, try to win that AXS. Just to help out to even add to your SLP earnings, right? So this is pretty exciting, and this is only exclusive to our scholars, right? You guys, those who are whitelist are already secured scholars. So the moment you get your account, you're qualified for this, right? But we will have some certain qualifications which we also announce. Maybe a little bit of hint. Maybe you need to have at least an average SLP of 100, and then possibly an MMR requirement as well, just to make sure that it's not just new or it's not just a 1 day scholar, but it's someone that is actually committed, right? So we'll have that requirements announced as well. Next, we have the beat the limitless system. Remember, the very first day we have the qualifiers. So there's 3 stages to this internal tournament: qualifiers, the finals. So meaning we have done the qualifiers. There's the top three. They have gone through the finals, and now there we have the top one, top two, top three winners in the tournament. Basically, they have already won this, right? They've already won this. And then after they win this, they are to fight the limitless scholars. So who are these limitless scholars? They are the top three SLP earners from the guild before a payout happens. So we will take a snapshot, we will take a screenshot of the top three SLP earners. You don't have to be competitive. You don't have to be the highest rank. You don't have to be the highest MMR. You don't have to be in the leaderboards. You just have to be, or you just had to have the most SLP earned. So what that means, if you have like 40 or 60 energy, you pretty much have a good shot at getting to the top three SLP, even at 1600 MMR, as long as you do your 60 energy and then win 50% of the time, you probably have a good shot. So the top three SLP earners will automatically secure a spot as a limitless scholar. And the limitless role will provide a guaranteed reward whether they win or lose in the beat the limitless like match. So the reward is based on the top three placement rewards, which is again this. If we are at this scholar count, this will be what the limitless scholars will receive. At 160, this will be top three, and at 320, this will be top three, right? So the top three winners of the finals will get a match with the limitless scholars after securing the rewards, right? So after the limitless scholars, or after the finals has won this, they will be matching against the limitless scholars, which we will already have prepared, right? And the top three winners of the finals enter a raffle draw to do the matchup with the limitless scholar. So if I win, if I was the finalist, and I do a raffle draw, and I get matched with the top three or limitless scholar number three, then I have a shot at winning his reward as well, or getting a share, right? So if the limitless scholar wins, they get to keep 100% of the placement reward. If the limitless scholar loses, though, this is the catch, they only get to keep 50%, and the other half is rewarded to the winner. And it looks like this. Right. So, if I was a limitless scholar, I earned the most SLP, I have the most leisure time, I just wait for the tournament to end at the finals, and at the very last day, I get to match one of the top three, right? And that's it. I just have to earn the most SLP and just have to wait. And at the very final day, I just have to wait. Whether I win, I get 1.35 access. Whether I lose, I get 0.675. And just that's just best of three or best of five, right? So it's pretty much secured already. The more SLP, if you earn the most SLP, you pretty much don't have to match up against other people, just one guy at the end of the day, and then you pretty much get AXS either 1.35 or 0.6675, right? Whether you win or lose, that's your reward. Now at 320 scar account, that's very big. 2.95 AXS, and if you lose, that's still 1.4 AXS. All you did was just earn the most SLP in the guild. Right. That's pretty good. That encourages me to even go for 60 energy and then fight for the top three, right? Just to get this, even if I win, right? I win the limitless call. I just yeah, let's try to fight 1v1. Even if I lose, I still get rewards. That's what's good about this system. And this should encourage you guys to do your best to get your 40 or 60 energy upgrades, which we offer for free. You don't need anything. You don't need like MMR requirement. You don't need certain like a condition. You just have to be committed. You just have to be willing to stick to that energy count. So if you want to upgrade for 60 energy, we do it within a day or two for you, right? That's what we offer for our scholars to give you the most chance to gain the most SLP. Right now, the most exciting part, or one of the biggest parts after this, would be the phase two. This is the last of the slide. We're almost over, guys. We're almost there. We can't wait to hear from Lucas. Hermes has been speaking for a long time, right? You guys are already bored of me, probably, but just I'm just kidding. Okay, so phase two, expanding your metaverse. We call it expanding because it is 128 player qualifying rounds. This will be open to all guilds that we invite or we select, and to the top players who decides to also join the tournament. So what that means is we will have 6 representatives from LLGMobius, and then the other 122 is from other guilds. And then they will be fighting for this reward. Look at that. Qualifier top 3. First qualifier placement 1.8 AXS. Second qualifier placement 1.4. Third is zero point 0.8. In the finals, we have top 7. Placement number 1 is 14.760 AXS. Second is 7.24. Third is 5.4. You guys know it's in the screen. You guys can take a screenshot. You guys can share it with your friends. Hey, if let's go to LLG, right? We have a shot at this. So there'll be 6 of our most competitive scholars, 3 tournament winners, and 3 limitless scholars will be able to participate in this tournament. So you have a shot against 122 people. Make us proud, right? Beat the other guilds. We believe in you. We'll provide the best axis. Try to win this, right? So we will be hosting this. I think the initial structure is to try to do this once a month. This is in conjunction to our bi-weekly tournament. So there will still be the tournament with the limited scholar, with the finalists, with the qualifiers for 64 bracket. And then after that, they can be the phase 2 tournament that you can join also. So every other week, you will be joining a tournament, either phase 1, phase 2, or double phase 1. That depends on where we at our scholar count, right? Because this phase 2 will start the moment we hit 500 scholars, and anything above that we will keep doing phase 1 and phase 2. If we reach over 3,000 scholars, the prize pool also goes bigger, because this is based on a 3,000 scholar count. That's why it's total of 99 AXS. And then, oh, this is total of 40 AXS. And then for the 99 AXS, that will also be split here, right? So you'll be seeing 20 AXS at the first place, which is very exciting, right? Imagine winning that. That's already, damn, I can buy like I can buy my favorite motorcycle by then, right? I think. No, probably. Yeah, I think that's also possible. That's around 1,700 USD. That's enough to buy you a scooter at this point, right? So I think everyone is exciting for that, or excited for that. Now, I've done talking. You guys have heard me. You guys seen the tournaments that we have prepared for you guys, the SLP that we have accumulated, the axes, everything that we have prepared. We have done this for everyone's benefit. So make sure that if you got onboarded to our scholarship, you also do your part and commit and deliver your best towards the guild, because us, me, Lucas, Monsi, the investor, the investor's kid, the investor's wife, all of us are also working our best to provide what we think is best for the guild and best for the community, and that is you, our scholars, our whitelisted scholars as well, right? So make sure you do your best to contribute. We ask you, we don't beg, but we ask you guys to also do your part, right? We do our best on our end. You also do your best on your end, and it will stay, and we will be able to scale, right? We will continue to move forward if everyone is doing their part, right? That's just what we ask. A small favor for our scholars, a small favor for our whitelist. And I think that's enough for me. I'll turn off my camera because I'll be eating on the back. I'll hop in again if Lucas asks me for. So let me invite Lucas on the screen here to share with me. Hey, Lucas. Yeah. Hey, Lucas. Can you hear me, Lucas? You're muted.
Hey, sorry, I muted
Yeah,
myself
it's
and
Lucas,
opened my screen.
guys. Pardon,
Thanks,
Lucas. Okay,
Hermie.
yeah, there we go. We have Lucas now.
Thanks, Hermie. Wow,
Right.
there's so much to digest from Hermie. Wow, give Hermie a round of applause. Come on. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's a lot. Oh yeah, let's go, Monsi
We must
too, right?
we must applaud Hermie.
Hey, Monsi disappeared. Is Monsi muted?
Yo, let's go!
All right. Okay, Lucas, I'll excuse
I'm,
myself.
I'm
I'm
enjoying
very,
your
very
laughter.
hungry. I'll
Um,
munch in the background. Or are you guys okay with me watching me eating or what? Yeah, I'll
yeah,
just remove my,
watch,
my camera and you guys can speak. The
watch
floor
what you
is
eat.
yours, Lucas.
Yeah,
Right.
thank
So
you.
share with us what's the
Thank
update for the LLG main other scholarships that
the
we have. Okay.
the most important that we must
Thanks,
really
Luki.
give Hermie a big round of applause because Hermie spends his day and night at midnight burning for the investors. The investors has been really full deck on the project. Almost every day he's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I told Hermie I'm a very morning person. I cannot join the meeting on every 2, 3, 4 a.m. But the commitment of the investors and the leadership of Hermie really surge us in front or forward. So we like to extend our greatest gratitude and kudos to Hermie and to our investors and everyone behind giving the team such a huge support, like Monzi, like Justin, like the Project Explorer team, everybody, Meme, I miss my cat, Jonio, everybody, really appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you. Without you guys, there won't be Limitless skill. Without you guys giving your best at every situation, there won't be us around here serving for the community. As what Hermie has mentioned, we are doing our best, our very best every single day to challenge ourselves at all corners. At times we don't have answers. At times we are challenged and we have to sit and look in blank spaces to find out what is best for us. And we constantly seek help for the community. And some of you really so thankful that reach out for us, like Mars, that share with years of experience of arranging the Excel spreadsheet, and we are very thankful that we have this existing contract with you currently that we are working together very professionally. Thank you for that. We are exploring recruitment on more people on board to join us in mission control, where in mission control we gain control of our live mission, because as you understand, Limitless Guild is built with the understanding that we are having this same journey for success. Now, how do we define success? Success is very simple. Success is the journey of discovering your full potential. Okay, whether you're a doctor, you're a professional, or you're whatever you are that you are doing now, a student, a scholar, you are in a journey of discovering your full potential. If you're excited about this journey discovering your full potential, like One Piece, like we are building this ship, LG is a one piece ship. Okay, in the ship you have Naomi, okay, navigating. You have Zoro fighting the bosses. You have Luffy leading and also fighting the big bosses of bosses. Now, everyone have their own dream in this ship, but we know that as now we are scaling towards 10,000 scholars, we need a lot of Nami, we need a lot of Zoro, we need a lot of Sanji to cook food for us. Okay, that's why please engage us. The more you engage us, the more we know about you, your core strengths, and what you can contribute, the more that we can work together at a greater level professionally. Later, we will invite Monzi to share with you how he, as a 17 turning 18-year-old, at zero professional language in the outside world, is he's engaging us, and currently he's full-time on board with LLG. Okay, now before I invite Monzi to be sharing with you at that level, I also like to share about a bit more about the scholarship program that we have. Although now we are uh, shifting a lot of resources to build Project Unlimited to scale to 10,000 scholars, concurrently we are also building a lot of other games in the process. Right now, you know that we have Pegasus, we have a Cyborg. We are researching and having a small investment in Krabada, because Krabada is moving towards a rental service, a battering system. So I invested in Krabada as well. I've also invested in Steppen, okay, because Steppens will be one of the top move and earn game in the industry. And they were opening up for rental of sneakers in September. So that's why we are investing 5 months before right now to understand the mechanics, the earning dynamics, so that we can create an ecosystem to help everybody to move and earn, and to play and earn more. So as you know, we are challenging ourselves to move the funds to the right resources to serve the best, so everybody not only can achieve their financial success here, they're able to unlock their universe, journey with us in this process of discovering your full potential. Okay, so this is something that it's very challenging for you to get into other guilds. Like some of our new scholars here, right, whitelisted. How challenging it is for you to get whitelisted. If you go to any other guilds, you have to like how many tweets, you have to retweet how many tweets, you have to invite how many friends. We abolish that. Okay, we abolish that. We just want you to be in, to embark quickly on this journey to unlock your full potential. All right, and we want you to be committed with us to enjoy different dimension of the game, so that just beside SC Infinity, you have other dimensional game. But what we need from you is your basic level of commitment. Okay, commitment means what? When you decided to do one thing, okay, unless you're faced with huge circumstances like disasters or things that's beyond your control, then you inform us. So we need an understanding of your inform. So what we do in our culture is very simple. Okay, you promise that you'll play 40 energy or 60 energy. Imagine if tomorrow you tell us you cannot do 40 energy, 60 energy because your schoolwork is heavy. Then we will question your commitment, because just one day you change your mind, right? Then you must think further and understand whether this is suitable for you, because every commitment that you tell us, we will take you very seriously as a valued individual that pursued this journey of success together. So please, as much as we are doing our best, we need you to also help us acting in the best interest of us. If not, tomorrow you 40 energy, day after 60 energy, tomorrow after 20 energy, then I'm sorry. We are very sorry. We might be disturbing your peace, okay? Or you're disturbing our operation. So we cannot work like that. So for us to work in harmony and peacefully, please also consider, and then after give your promise, we will make sure that we leave your promise. Okay? Uh Hermie, you're making me very hungry. You have to lower your voice.
Oh, is my mic
I
on?
see you.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah, yeah. I can hear you sleeping and munching. You make me very hungry.
I'm
Sorry, I need to
sorry,
stop.
Lucas. I didn't know I was not muted. My mistake. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. Sorry for
So,
the people.
so now without further ado, okay, let us invite Monzi to give us his insight from his participation in Project Explorer, from becoming a scholar, and then becoming one of our dear member in Mission Control giving its full assistance on the operation of the whole scholarship. Okay, now Monzi, the floor is yours. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi guys, what's up? It's Monsi here. Basically, I'm going to share a few, and since I'm allowed to speak in our own language, it's good, guys. So what's up? Guys, nakakapagtagalog ako, guys.
What's
Lucas,
up?
what's up? Nakakapagtagalog ako ngayon kasi Lucas said nga okay lang. So basically guys, I'm going to share my kung paano ako naging
Ang gwapo ni
explorer.
Lucas.
Yeah, ang gwapo ni Lucas, no? So guys, naging explorer ako dito dahil kay first how I joined
Lucas,
LLG.
gwapo mo, Lucas.
Nag-join ako sa LLG dahil kay I noticed Hermie that he was nag-story siya sa kanyang Facebook, and I was like, and di pa ako marunong mag-aksi nun, and I was like, I chatted him and I said, hey Hermie, how do you join that, how to get a scholarship, parang ganun. And Hermie just binigyan niya ako ng instruction, ganto, 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 until I joined the server and I waited for my turn to get an Axie. And then,
Monsi,
after
Monsi,
that,
Monsi.
yo.
Di ba yung unang question mo sa akin, Hermie, bakit ang gwapo mo?
Oo nga pala, sabi ko, Hermie, ba't ang gwapo mo? Tapos sabi niya, wala lang, binigyan sa akin ni Lord. So, anong sabi ko, okay. Sana all. Yun guys, sabi ko yun. Tapos sa
Oo,
next,
guys, true.
yeah. And next, as I joined here in LLG, I was at the lower MMR because that time, hindi pa gano kaganda yung aksi ko. Is para lang siyang isang parang floor axe andun na ako sa 600 mmR hindi ko na maangat yun na. And until I decided to join the Project Explorer with Meme, Cold Sea, and sila Junil, yung mga kasama ko dito. And nag-join ako and I was like, what to do here, what to do guys. Hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko. And basically, Hermie was there, Lucas was there, everyone was there to help us in what we're going to do in the guild. And since now I am a part of the mission control, everything is there's some of it has a may challenge pa din. Nahihirapan pa din ako sa mga ibang task since I'm not that good. Guys, it's raining here, guys. I can't hear myself. Let's go! Yeah. It's raining. Can you still hear me, guys? Hello.
Can hear. No problem, Monzi. Let's go. Can hear you. Can hear
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
It's raining here as well. My
yeah
internet's
it's
very
raining.
slow.
Yes, as I keep going as a mission control, everything, I'm striving hard to do my best. Everything, so far so good from being part of the mission control. And sa mga nag-a-apply para sa sa yung mga Explore participants natin, guys, huwag kayong mawala ng pag-asa. Andito kami, guys. Love you. Love you lot. Love you. And I think that's it for me, Lucas. And yeah.
Thank you, Monzi. Although 80% of what I can't hear you, but once I hear you, let's go! I get very excited. Okay, now is the Q&A time from all our scholars. Remember, we have a big giveaway from the top 3 questions. So come on, let's ask your question. This EMA session will close at 8 sharp. So now just ask your question, and Hermie will post the question so everyone can see the question. Okay? Yeah. Question. Anything that you want to know about LG, anything you want to know about your future on how you can engage with us, just feel free to ask. That's the reason why we hold the AMA every month so as to update you our progress and also to understand more about you face to face, to let you know that we are real person, okay, not dark forces behind the scene. We are real people here. We want to have more people along with us that can share you the different experiences and dimensions that we have. All right. Question, come on. Question. Yeah. In fact, well, Monzi was sharing, I did exit buying. Now from 600 to 700 already. That's how committed we are. I have to keep buying because without that, when you move to V3, we won't have enough energy for everybody. Now we have enough energy for 2 to 3,000 scholars, but that's not enough. The first the first milestone will be 10,000. That's only the beginning, right? That's where we can compete with the top guilds globally. Yeah, we are very ambitious. Yeah. Okay, any questions? Whatever you want to ask. There's one Riley. What's the main goal in life? You have to ask yourself that. Nobody can answer you for that. That's your life, right? That's your life. Okay. Uh Hermie, I don't have the functions to bring out the question. Could you work on that, Hermie? There's one question from John Paul. Yeah, okay. Are LLG ready for Origin? If yes, do you have team ready in mind, or the guild will wait until V3 will release officially and observe first what meta teams will vote and
Hello?
breed for it? Our Hello.
Am
Okay.
I delayed, Lucas, or can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. No delay. No
Oh,
delay.
good, good,
Yeah.
good, good. Because I'll be answering this question, right?
Yes, please.
Wait, let me show my face. I'm answering this question. Let's go. All right. So, is LLG ready for Origin? And if yes, do we have the team already in mind, or the guild will wait until V3 will release officially and observe first what meta team will work and breed for it? Power, right? Thanks, John Paul. Power to you too. Regarding that, the second part of your sentence about us waiting for V3 and then figuring out the meta teams the moment we transition to V3, we are not going that route because that is very risky. We don't want our scholars to be on the disadvantage the moment we transition to V3. Again, if you, I think you are part of our V2 scholarship, right? Okay, so the rain is going. I'm not sure if you guys can hear, but the rain is pouring very heavily. I can't hear myself, but I'll try to raise my voice. Okay, now regarding our V2 scholarship, we always provide the 2,000 MMR capable teams. We provide the best coaching session from our Cozy. Shout out to Cozy, from Justin Ryan, from the 4 a.m. boys who teach our scholars very, very actively. We provide them the best in V2, and we're not doing less in V3. So what we're gonna do right now, we are already developing possible viable meta teams for V3. We don't care if they get nerfed, we don't care if they get buffed, as long as we are able to get the parent pools for this. While it's still very, very early, where the FUD is still there, where the negativity is within the community, where there is low sentiment in the community, the price has not increased or spiked yet. We are buying and building parent pools to get ready for that. The main goal is to reach 20 or 30 teams ready and ready to breed with our 46 million SLP in stock, our 3,000 AXS, and even more to that, in order so that the moment we transition to V3, we have already meta teams to breed. Even if 2, 3, or 4 of those 30 is V3 viable on season 1 for Origin, that's already a very good result, right? Even if they nerf it on season 1, in season 2, some of those teams might be viable. So that's what we're trying to build. We're not trying to wait because waiting is, we're just gonna lose when waiting. We're willing to take the risk because we know the direction that V3 or Axie Infinity is heading, right? This is not financial advice, but we are very optimistic of the project and the entire space as a whole. So that's why we are full on, and our investor is supporting the idea as well, right? So we are not waiting for V3 until V3 will release before we do a move. We're doing it now. We have one team ready, our Spiky Wing team number 30 plus two double anemones. And then there's like 30 more that we have to go through. Right. So that's my answer to John Paul. Right now we are getting ready, not just waiting for V3. Right. Okay. Next question for us, right? Thanks, John Paul. That's a very good question. I think I like that, right? I think the next question would be all right. Oh yeah. Wait. Let's go to this first. Lucas, is there any events or competitions that will hire and give out more scholars planned?
Give out more scholars plan. What does it
I
mean?
think it's referring to giveaways in our Discord or competitions that we will give scholar accounts. Basically on board.
Currently, we are actively recruiting for Axie Infinity, but there's a bottleneck on the Axie Infinity recruitment based on the breeding pairs that we want to give the best team. So once we keep identifying the parents behind that, where Hermie and the team is leading to discover the always the next meta teams, then we can solve that problem. That also pose a challenge because V3 is just its beginning. No one knows the meta teams, so it takes time, and we cannot rush through it to let the investors reach so much fun without having a close trace of understanding the direction of the meta teams. So we are taking we are taking a step forward as well as taking half a step backwards to protect our investor. Yeah, but we are actively researching, uh, leading by Hermie playing the game, by Santos, by the team as well. Yeah, just to name a few.
Yep,
Mm.
you got it
So
right,
once we solve
Lucas.
that and closer to getting the right meta teams, we are good to go. Massive reading. Mm.
Yeah, so we're doing it slowly now. I think we are only able to onboard uh, six, five scholars next week, and that will have like a snowball effect. Meaning, if we do five this week, it can be close to 10 next week, and it can be doubled by the other week. Previously, we were able to onboard 30 or 40 scholars per week because we are breeding 25, 26, and team number 30. So that's a lot of parent pools. But then right now, we're only focusing on team 30 because there is some form of VT viability. That's why we're still breeding them. And the other teams, 25 and 26, unfortunately, we're not going to be breeding that further because they can only be used for V2. And V2 is already dead. Even though there's season 21, we don't want to keep spending the SLP and AXS to keep breeding for V2 because we know that V2 will eventually close off and we will be transitioning over to Origins. So we're making sure all our resources is being used efficiently and being used at its best value. So we're bringing Team 30. We're doing that slow until we can again snowball effect that until we are able to do 100 scholar per week. So that will give us like a month or two until the snowball effect really comes rolling. The lesser mutation we get, the more scholars we can onboard. Right? Right. Okay. Thank you
Okay,
for
cool.
that,
Move on.
Wilfred Ligad. Next
Thank you.
question. I like this question, Lucas. When will the LLG merch release?
Oh,
Lucas,
we are just
when?
discussing this with
Lucas,
Hermie.
when?
Thanks, Justin, for reminding us. This is a topic that I constantly also discuss with Hermie because we are in competition now. I like your expression. We, we are uh, we have to get the merch out. The first batch will be maybe t-shirts or even sweater or something, right? We will allocate budget for that, right? So first of all, we will look for designers to design it. So I think Hermie has someone in mind, and we will
Yeah, I
speak to
do.
the
I do.
person first, yeah, to work on that. Thanks, Justin. Yeah, this is part of our plan. Yes, in preparation for our competition and bring our name forward. Yeah,
Right. Imagine all our scholars being sent out LLG merch, right? And they'll be sending their selfies with their LLG t-shirt,
yeah,
Right, imagine that. And we can compile that into one single photo, probably before December. Who knows?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting. Thanks, Justin, for reminding us that's in our calendar, and that is set for midweek next month. So I'm not sure if we can finish it by then. there's water dripping. Thank God it's not directly on my PC, right? So I'm lucky on that. Right? Okay, let's get to the next question before it floods here. It's very noisy.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
Next
it.
question. Could you enlighten us what will happen after V2 season 21? Given that V3 will officially release after that, could you at least share something about it related to scholarship na rin, or related to scholarship 2?
Let me take the question. This is.
Oh,
Are you,
I thought you were
you're
answering
actually
Lucas.
leaking?
No, no, no. Okay. So to answer that question, we are not certain if V3 will release after season 21. There is no like proper or like direct answer to that, because the way we understand the roadmap is they will still wait for the mobile release and wait for the feedbacks for that, like how they plan for the PC release. Wait for the feedbacks. There are still current bugs within now, so I'm not sure if they are able to transition to mobile first. So we're not sure how long that goes. But speculation wise, we're looking at September or October until we can fully transition. But that is not definite. That can change anytime if there are delays within the game. If there are issues, possibly like the V3 client is not going to work, they need more updates, they need more bugs, then that will be extended further, right? That can be possible. Or it can also be possible that it will be in the next 1 or 2 months. We don't know, right? So Sky Mavis is very volatile. We cannot predict how they go. So we cannot really tell you when, right? But then what we can tell you what will happen after season 21 based on our speculation, there probably will be like more focus towards V3, because we think at that point, based on the roadmap that they release on public, this is on their Twitter, this is on their website, they will start to introduce the AXS rewards to V3. So they will divert the attention from V2. The current AXS rewards is in V2 now. They will divert that to V3 without the SLP earning first, right? So maybe there can be an off season after 21 and earn SLP, not definite, and then the AXS will be on Origin. That can happen, right? So V2 plus V3 alongside until we are ready to transition the SLP earning to V3, then that will be the transition. We don't know when, but our speculation is just September, October. Right. Okay. Dr. Stranger, I hope I answered your question, right? It's very loud here. Okay, I'm sorry if I I sound like I'm shouting. I I can't hear myself and I can't properly speak if I don't shout. Right. Now,
Very clear. Thanks, Sunny.
let's
Very clear.
see. Other questions. Here we go from Jan Anthony Bye Bye. What made you decide to create LLG? What was your inspiration? Holy cow, this is for Lucas. Go, Lucas.
Thank you. I'm one of the co-founder created LLG. The other co-founder, Ryan, he has stepped out professionally, but he's helping us on the development right now in terms of the operation. Very good question. Thank you for asking. Uh, I I don't have any inspiration to create LG initially. As the investors, we are very profit driven. To tell you the truth. So when I started to understand Axie Infinity, uh, I bought it about $1 plus and saw and let it run all the way to $3, $4, and let off everything. So I make some money along the way. Then I saw it run all the way to 2030. Then I thought, wow, this is something that we need to pay attention, because as a gamer, when I grew up, right, I cannot understand how fun it is to play a two-dimensional game that is one monster hit another monster. I don't even know that was Xe then, right? But inspiration comes in as I start to understand the game, and I watch a documentary by BBC. And that documentary actually covered Philippines, how Axie Infinity changed the people and the youngsters of Philippines. And that touches me a lot. I never thought as an investors we could invest money in a game and let people play the game and create a livelihood out of this ecosystem and put real food, real livelihood, by just enjoying and playing the game. I thought that would be win for investor, win for scholar, and win for the whole economy. So understanding that, it drives me to invest into the game with the first three initial XE. I spent about 1 or 2 months to research about the game, and then I decided to buy a plant, aqua. Okay. And then when I bought it, I have so much problem uploading it. That's how I met up with my co-founder, Ryan, that helps me relentlessly teach me like how Hermie teach me on buying the assets of Star Atlas. So everyone comes to the team actually with a mindset of sharing, with the mindset of paying it forward. And these are the people that we want to work with. They don't come in with the idea, I want perks. What is my perks before we help? No. We come in to help because we want to help an individual who want to reach for a certain goal. So at that moment, I didn't think about scholarship. I don't even know what is a guild. I'm just an individual as an investor, buy XC to play, to understand the whole economy. Then Ryan came in to assist me through the whole process of uploading, speaking at length about what is a scholarship, what is a guild, every single thing he shared without the understanding of who I am, what I'm doing, what I'm capable of doing. Just like me, when he assisted me doing a lot of screenshot with guided a circle, rectangle, click where without knowing who I am, what I'm doing, whether I'm an investor, until I say, hey, can I offer a scholarship to you because I'm so touched by your kindness. You see, this is how relationship is built. This is how two-person coming together to help each other to realize each other's dream. So if you call that an inspiration, I think the inspiration comes from your contribution to pay forward. And then start to understand each other dreams and how can we help each other to pursue excellence. Because in the path of pursuing excellence, we are on the path of success. On the path of success is on the path of unlocking your universe. Unlocking your universe is discovering your full potential. So right now, the vision is clearer and clearer that we are on a journey to help, to assist, to be creating a platform to assist each other that we serve. As I always tell Hermie and all the team, we are not leaders, we are not boss. So don't call us boss, don't call us CEO or call us leaders. We are your servant. We are here to serve. But servant doesn't mean that you can step on us, spit on us, demand unrelentlessly. Okay? There's a certain commitment because we commit to serve you. And if you cannot commit to even the success that you dream of, that you speak of, then don't waste your time because we are disturbing you. Okay? If you want to understand how universe work, you understand only three things: vibration, frequency, energy. If we can vibrate with the right frequency together, we will create a resonance that we will enlarge the whole energy. This is not what I say. This is what said by Nicholas Tesla. Okay, so we urge you to understand yourself, understand your vibration, understand your frequency. Then we can create enough energy to bring good to the universe, to bring good to your life, to bring good to everybody. I hope that answers your question. Thank
So
you.
the whole inspiration is from the documentary, basically, right? And it got you started. Wow, thanks, Lucas. Thank you for
Thank you.
sharing. Let's go to the next
Thank you.
question. Where is it? What is this question? When did you join the LLG team? Are you asking this to us? To Lucas? Hey, Lucas, when did you join?
We founded the guild
Right.
on the 12th of September last year. So, and Hermie is our 11th scholar. And he gave his relentless support, his best, his pay forward. And then we discovered that he's really the next person, to help us to lead the guild. Because I always tell Hermie and tell the team, I'm just an advisory here. My goal and dream is not to lead in any process, but to offer advisory so that everyone have a good chance to bring the guild to the level that carries our vision. So as you understand, the vision that we have it very dearly now is to provide an assistant, provide a platform to journey with everyone in this process to unlock your full potential. So if you think that you are committed together with us on this journey, talk to us. Yeah,
Right. Thank you for
that's
the
all.
question, Matthew. That's a good answer from Lucas. Do you have a somehow somehow similar question from him. I think this is like a follow up from Matthew. Like, who is the mastermind of making this team, and who is
Uh,
the founder of this guild? We already answered that.
we
Lucas.
don't think there's a mastermind here. We like to think that we are creating a colony, of an ant colony. If you understand how ant works, they have definitive roles. Like an ant, they are fighter ants, they are ants that brings food, they are ants that build sewage system, the ants that protect the queen. So we like to think that we are ants, okay, that we have definitive roles, but ants are very responsible. Whoever needs help, we will divert the resources. This is how we practice. To give you an example, like Hermie was on board with us because Hermie's passion is in investment. So in the initial part of Hermie's journey is to work very closely with me to vet through all the investment that we have. Okay, we make good investment, we make bad investment, but we all learn together. And then he will screen through all the investment process. He even came out with an investment framework to help our guild grow. Okay, but after that, we have the investors that scale like see infinity, where we have a huge bottleneck and a weakest link in developing our scholarship department. That's why we see a lot of leadership from Hermie that we throw him a challenge. We say, Hermie,
Yeah,
could
thirty
you
percent.
30% first, right? That's what I told me. Why don't you divert 30% of your time first to look at the whole scholarship department, how we can manage it all together, right? So that time the scholarship department is solely managed by my co-founder Ryan. But Ryan cannot engage us professionally at that level. Okay. So we asked Hermie to work closely with Ryan then and offer his best. So then we found that 30% is not enough. Then 50%, 70%. And now we have to put our investment department on hold so that he can put in his 100% in the scholarship department to help to scale to a next level. But his passion is still investment. So the next challenge to us is to really find someone that can really take charge, bring forth the scale and standard even higher than me, higher than Hermie, that lead us in the scholarship department. So if this is who you think you are, you want to give it your best shot, engage us. Okay. We will tell you our culture. We have a document. If you look at our announcement, read through our culture. If that culture is what you resonates with the right vibration, with us with the right frequency that we can create this enormous energy together, you're the man. Okay. Yeah, you're the lady. Just come to us. Yeah.
Good lady or man. We don't know, Matthew. But Matthew
Yeah.
sounds like a guy, so you're the man, Matthew. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, next question from John Paul. This is mainly for scholarship. Do scholar have a chance to change team or give them secondary team to help them conquer the leaderboard? I think this is for the top most people in our scholarship, like the most competitive guys. I think we've had questions about this before. I think the answer for this is we cannot provide like a secondary team because every time we have extra access, we always provide it to new scholars instead, right? Because we want to provide the meta things to our scholars in order to make them on board. We don't want the whitelist to keep waiting. That's why we're still continuing to bid. So for now, I think what we can only offer are those either mutated or meta access that has one, two, or three wrong stats, and that will come with the tournament rewards as well. If you win first or second or third, we will also offer you a choice, a first right of choice to choose an axie in the meta axie stock that has probably like one or two stat that is missing, but then is still workable for your team. So you can choose that. So if you aim to win the first, second, third, aside from the AXS, you also have the priority to choose which one of the axis or two or three, we don't know, maybe one, two, three from the axis stuff that you can choose to add to your team. But I guess we will offer that as a form of solution to that. Thanks,
Yeah.
John Paul. Right.
Thank you.
Do you guys hear the rain?
Yeah, very loud rain. So we
Oh,
need
wow.
Hermie to stick close to the mic. Now to
Oh,
add
okay.
to that question, we like to seek for your patience and kindness and understanding because at this moment, as we start to scale, we have issues identifying the right parent breed to give you the meta teams. But if we keep identifying good parents and breed, and then we are already at thousands of scholars, then we are in a good position that we can help more scholars to change a different gameplay. Okay, like what Hermie has mentioned, right? And right now, we are doing our best to scale, to get in more people into this economy, get in more people to this community to really unlock their success and their universe. So we need your patience to understand acting in the best interest of LLG, right? In future, definitely we want more dynamics in terms of change of axis, but that will come at the higher commitment that we can understand from you. If you come in, you play for a few days, you say, oh, this is not suitable for me, then I think you are not committed. Okay, you must really commit and understand the team that we have researched, the team that we have spent money on to breed it. They are reasonable good teams that can reach you to a certain level, right? Don't give up in the team or your selection so easily. All right. Yeah, thank you. Okay, next question.
Okay, great question from John Paul. We have another question from Matthew. I think that's already two questions from Matthew. Let's give chances to others. He just asked about this. Maybe let's just give a quick answer. How hard the journey when you start creating a guild and how you make people decide to join?
Matthew, there's a lot of hardship that you can only imagine. Can you imagine as investors, we lost about 80 to 90% of our financials at the last year when I see Infinity drop. We lost a bit on investment as well. And also at that difficult period, right? We, in order to protect our community and give our best to community, we do tournaments and we do airdrop to every single scholars that have joined us. So you can ask all the old scholars, like people have been with us for a long time, like I Miss My Cat, Soundwave, to name a few, right? They know how hard we are striving. And right now, even we experience a lot of hardship because we don't have experience to even scale to 1,000 scholar. The previous scholarship that we run is only at 60. Okay, now we are running 120. But we are building. We are constantly building and challenging ourselves limitlessly. That we never restrict our thinking. That we constantly push ourselves. All right. So I hope that maybe you can give us certain advice and understanding how we can ease our hardship, okay, to move it forward with your skills and talent. And how do you make people decide to join you? Very good question. We don't make people decide to join us because we cannot make a decision on behalf of you. We create an environment friendly, we create an environment full of integrity, honesty, and transparent. We have our culture, which is 6 pages long. Uh, that if you think that this is where you call a home, this is where an environment that you want to give your best, then you make your decision and commitment to join us. So we are committed to create environment. We don't make people join us. Okay. We create processes to help people to work. When things goes wrong, we don't pinpoint to people. We pinpoint to processes on why the person would act on such a manner that cause damages to our guild. So this is the way that we behave. I hope that answers some of your questions.
Right, I think that's a very good answer. I think we have the last question here from our community. It's already 8:16, so this will be the last question. Will be entertaining, and we will announce at the end of this. Since Monty is gone, I think we'll just have to pick the top three ourselves. But the last question we have, it's a funny question. Who to approach to apply for higher position in this guild? I don't think it's a position. I think it's your own decision of what you want to contribute to the guild. Because it's not like
Actually,
right.
actually, Doctor Stranger, I like your name. If you watch the movie Doctor Strange, he is on a pursuit of journey to heal his hands. And what did he get? He gets superpower, not healing his hand. He gets superpower that he can control the universe. How he do it? How did he get the attention of the supreme one? You have to think at that level, okay? In fact, you don't need to approach anybody. When the times come, we will know why. Because when you are so committed that you welcome everybody in the newcomer, when you're so committed to contribute that you often share your views and help people along the way, do you not think that will catches our attention? When once that catches our attention, you may not even want to ask, okay? Because it catches our attention so hard, we will talk to you. But of course, you can always ask. So the question is, who do you approach? I leave it for you to decide because I think that's a very obvious question. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Thank
we
you.
have one last question from Jonil, which is about Pegaxi. Lucas, this is all yours. Since Pegaxi is already in its all-time low, are you continuing your investment and read more, or you will exit
Thank
the
you.
game and
Thank
sell?
you, Jonio. Jonio is one of a very old-time, dedicated, committed. I miss my head scholar that I mentioned. So he has a lot of attributes that everyone must learn from him. His commitment level and his generosity. When we give him the matic, he's giving everybody. So we thank Jonio for such generosity. Very good question. Yes, Pegasus is all-time low, but as the investors, when you look at all-time low, isn't it the right time to invest? Okay, that's one question that we can ask. Uh, we are in Pegasus for long term because we have faith and belief in the team, in Corey, and we hear all the EMA. I'm in their guild founders. The sentiment is still strong. I think currently is a huge struggle to the community because they are constantly implementing a lot of good tools, but the good tools are not generating and attracting investors at a fast rate to sustain the price. Okay, but if you look at the bigger guilds like Real Deal Guild or Hall of Fame Guild or any other guilds that has more than 5,000 pega, 1,000 pega, 500 pega, they are not even exiting. So to answer you straight in the question is LG is not exiting the game, but LG is taking a back step, understanding role on not adding more investment in, but we are trying to fuse more pega to a higher scale so that our scholar that comes into play, they can be playing at class 2, class 3, class 4, which is rare, epic, or even legendary. So we would rather divert our funds into other investment that we see that is a more likelihood for success, which currently I think Stefan has a good chance. I think Krabada have good chance. We are also researching into other scholarship program all the time. So if we identify good projects that we think is good time to invest more heavily, then we will divert the funds and then we'll create a economy and a scholarship program around it. So Pegasus currently we are not breeding more. We are fusing more to generate more classes of gameplay. Okay, we are not exiting the game. Currently, we are not selling any assets for Pegasus at this moment. We have still about 170 Pega. So we urge everyone to still play Pega to keep Vs because Vs at this price is very low, and looking at the guild founders, people are now buying directly into Vs, and they are also moving towards getting big names of exchanges to onboard Vs to create the liquidity because the one of the main reason why the price of Vs is dropping is because the liquidity pool is not deep. When people start to sell, the prices keep dropping. But if they create the liquidity pool is huge, even they sell millions of these, it's not going to have a lot of effect on the price. So this is what the team is building, and they are moving fast speeds to make sure that the economy doesn't die. And Pegasus is one of the big project for scholarship that has such a huge base of guild involvement. It's difficult for it to die completely. Okay, yeah, they are constantly tweeting the game, so we have faith in the team. We have faith in the game, but we are not putting more funds to the investment at this moment. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Right. Thanks, Lucas. I think that wraps up the questions that we have. I have already chosen the top three, which we will announce now.
Mm.
I think, Lucas, can you confirm in the Discord real quick if you agree with me? That's already in order: top one, top two, top three.
Okay.
Again, yeah. So just let me know if that's agreed.
Wow, cool. I like the question too. Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
Let's do
So
it.
that's top one, top
Yeah,
two,
give
top
us your
three.
address. We want to give out the prizes as soon as we receive the addresses. Give us within couple of hours. If later I'm busy with other things, maybe to early latest tomorrow morning. Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
we will
So I
give
will
out either
announce.
in Matic or in USTD. I think to straight off, maybe we'll get out in USTD. So get your MetaMask ready, then we'll give out
Yeah.
in USTD.
MetaMask Polygon, just ready your USDT
Yeah,
in Polygon. You can convert it to Matic and just send it to your Binance, right? Okay. So the first we have here is, of course, John Paul. We have John Paul as the first. So that's 10 USD worth of USDT for John Paul Gallega. Second is, of course, Matthew with his very good question of how hard the journey is when you start or created LLG, which is a very, very good question. So Matthew has won 7 USDT. And then the 5 USDT spot would go to Mr. or Dr. Stranger. Right. So all three of you, John Paul, Matthew, and Dr. Stranger, please DM Hermie, on Discord, and then send your MetaMask Polygon address, and we will send you the USDT within tonight, and latest would be tomorrow if you guys do not submit within tonight, right? Yeah. So I think that wraps up everything. We have done. We This is like a very good session that we have. We do this every month on the 25th. We invite you guys because we believe we have more to share on the next AMA. There is a possibility of a like a mini AMA, maybe in the coming 1 or 2 weeks, if we need to announce like a very, very important system that we are introducing into the guild, or there is a very big change that we need to announce to our community in a rush. We do have some occasions where we do that, but monthly, we're aiming to look at the 25th. That's always 7 p.m. on the 25th of each month. Thank you guys for coming here. Thank you guys for our whitelist. I think two of those people are from our whitelist. So,
thank
yeah, I think we have rewarded them, right? And then just a heads up, Thursday or Friday would be the morphing for the eggs. We have 66 eggs to morph and reveal. And then if we get low mutations, then we can still continue and make that a snowball effect. Basically, 2x the breeding, 2x the scholars onboarded per week, until we can have more and more teams that we can produce. Because this is also giving us safety for V3, so that's what we are doing. Right, we are doing our best, getting less than 8 hours of sleep today. It's less for me, less for Lucas. We're doing our best on our end, so please pardon us if we're not doing it at the same speed as other guilds that can expand to 500 scholars within a single day. But that's just because we're trying to make sure that we calculate the risk and we make sure that everything is secured before we go large scale. The goal is 10,000 scholars. It's not a sprint that we are trying to run here, that one day we just go 10,000 scholars and then figure out the problems by then. That would be very catastrophic. That's not very long term. But we are doing this in a marathon. We're doing it per milestone basis, reach 100 scholar, which we did last week. Reach 200, which we will mostly do in the next 2 3 weeks. Reach 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Same with our Axie buying. First we started with 15,000, now we have 25,000. Until we get that to over 100,000, that will be what we will be doing. We're not going to be rushing things. We believe that if we rush things too much, there will also be a very fast paced effect on that, and we don't want that to happen. We need to make sure everybody is safe, so that we're not gonna be like all the other guilds that got hit by Sky Mavis volatility, which unfortunately disbanded. Right, so we don't want that to happen to LLG.
you.
We don't want to leave our scholars behind. We want to stay. We want to keep building along with the Sky Mavis team. We are in full support all throughout this time. We are in it for the long term, guys. LLG will be here starting from last year. Next year, we'll still be here. We're still going to continue to build, expand the scholarship, offer you a lot of games, not just Axie Infinity. We will continue to build and expand. Look at Hermie, Lucas, Lucas. These faces, you will see us every
Yeah,
other month, every month.
exactly.
AMA, you will see this face until people are able to take lead. Again, as Lucas mentioned, if someone's able to take up the charge, the level of standard that me or Lucas has, then they can have the seat here and we can just be the audience. We can just be on the side, right? Enjoying our time, supporting them, giving them advisory. Until then, you will always see our face. Right, Lucas? Any closing remark? Lucas, don't leave me hanging. Lucas, help.
Sorry,
Oh.
sorry. I Thank you, Hermie, for sharing. It's really touching moments when we start to build the guild. It's so many challenges, moment that we have to lose sleep, that we discuss from 11 p.m. to even 5 to 6 a.m. on guild matters, on scholarship programs. Now, I like to urge everyone, if you think success is easy, don't go near it, because the process of unlocking your own potential is taking a lot of commitment and relentless approach to excellence. And this is where we are journeying together with you, and we are taking all the risks that you can even think of, acquiring the assets, giving you the best with most energy, reducing your burden at all best. So if you cannot commit at that level, then we are not vibrating with the same frequency, generating the same energy that we can change the world that we all believe, unlocking the universe together, right? Because if you join us today, okay, you are experiencing the beginning of the top global guilds in the future.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh wow, top global guilds. Let's
Yeah,
go.
because we already have plans that we can set out one of our global office in Philippines, where Hermi is
Wow.
taking charge to lead that.
Wait, wow.
Yeah, so we have plans in that, because when we reach a scholar base of such grounds where most of our scholars are in Philippines, then it's very rightful of us to set up a good base where we can have good sessions, face to face events with scholars,
Oh wow.
giveaway and stuff. Then we are really committed to build the community. Yeah, so we want to bring
Sheesh.
online to offline as well. So you are joining. Yes, now we are very small. Okay, we are 6-7 months old, but this is the aspiration, and this is the vibration and frequency and energy that we want to hold on together with you. Okay, and we
Right.
want to really unlock all our full potential. Okay, don't call us sir. We are no boss. We are building
Nah.
an ant colony that we all have a definitive roles. Okay, if you think this is a journey that you really want to engage us to discover your success of unlocking your full potential, this could be the place for you. Let's do it. Let's go.
Right. Let's go. All
I
right.
learned it
Thank
from
you,
my.
everybody.
Let's
Let's
go.
go. Let's
Okay.
keep pushing.
Thank
Let's
you.
support each other. Stay active in our Discord, in
Yeah.
our socials. Support us everywhere. Give us feedback. We need that so much from our whitelist,
Yeah.
from our
Go to our
scholars as
Twitter
well.
now, just
Right.
follow. Go to our Facebook, click like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Mm, mm.
All right,
Okay.
let's go. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank
Cheers.
you. Thank
This
you.
is the end of our AMA. Stay limitless. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
let's
Thank you,
go.
Flavie.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.